This is a demo of Sedicii's Web Know Your Customer flow. We begin the flow by calling our API and sending some parameters. The most important one is the user ID. The other ones are actually optional. So we click Start to begin the flow. We tell the user what's going to happen. We click here Yes to resume a previous session and spare some typing. The user is presented with a checkbox requiring consent and with some legal information. Now we capture the utility bill. And we ask the user to enter the utility bill information. Next, the user is required to select what type of identity document they are going to be using. And what we are going to present now is the unhappy path. So this is a video challenge to capture the identity information from the document, as well as to prove that there's a real person doing the check. But we are presenting the wrong document, the driver's license. From the user perspective, it looks like the document capture went okay, but actually what we can see, what we got back from our API, is that this user was not accepted. We are not able to reveal this information to the user because of the tipping off policy. But actually the document capture did not work. The liveness check went okay, as well as the image recognition, but the whole process was failed. So let's have a look now at the happy path. Let's input a different user ID and go through the same flow, but this time we're going to be showing a real national ID card. We begin the process, we reuse some information previously entered. Again, we capture a snapshot of the utility bill. And this time, as I said, we're going to be presenting the right national ID card. So we follow the instructions, and the system is asking now to present the document tilted so that it can detect the hologram. Now we present the backside, and now we are asked to smile to prove that we are really there. The document capture is finished. So as far as the user is concerned, this is where the flow ends. However, the flow continues in the backend. Here we can see a dashboard that tells or that presents the events that were generated during the flow. And this other dashboard is for the manual review of the information and of the whole flow. So an event has been created here with all the information recorded from the flow. And now we're going to act as if we were reviewers of that process. We accept the job, and now we are receiving all the information from that flow. There we are. This is a video recording of the whole process. We can watch it. Looking for suspicious behavior. On the right-hand side, what we have is a series of questions that we have to answer. Those are the manual validation checks, and they can be configured. So what we will do for the purpose of the demo is to answer yes in all of them. Next, we can have a look at the document data captured, and we get to correct the OCR process if it failed. So now we are just showing how to do that. We also have questions to answer regarding the quality of the image and whether it matches or not to the original picture on the identity document. And here we see the result from the automatic facial recognition. Once we're done, we click here. And if we go back to the event dashboard, what we can see is a new event has been generated. So originally, we had a different name that we were able to change via the OCR. This here tells the identifiers of the verifier, of the authority, and of the verification of that particular user. Finally, if we query the results returned by our API, we see that all the checks are in green. The document was captured, all the manual checks went okay, all the different background checks went okay. The facial score is high and accepted, and the risk score is therefore low, and the user is accepted.